Which quotation from a survey respondent would best illustrate the student's conclusions? So let's find out what the students' conclusions were. Some residents in a neighborhood in Atlanta recently founded a community garden. The residents agreed to volunteer to take care of the garden. High school students surveyed some of the volunteers to understand the impact of that garden. The students concluded that the garden benefited the community by fostering connections and relationships between the volunteers and the non-volunteering residents. So which answer said that the benefit was the connections between volunteers and non-volunteers? A. Our first challenge was deciding what plants would be most suitable to the climate and soil. We needed plants that could survive the hot and humid summers. So this is talking about the types of plants. B. We're lucky to have a few expert gardeners living in the neighborhood. Some volunteers and I have gone to them a few times with questions, and they've been eager to help us and to learn more about the project. So there we have literally what we're looking for, which is connections between the volunteers and the non-volunteers. C. I love getting the opportunity to be outside and around nature, especially on days where the weather is nice. So that doesn't relate to the idea of connections between volunteers and non-volunteers. D. My favorite thing about the garden is the feeling of pride I get when I walk by each day. As I see the plants growing, I feel good knowing I had a small part in creating this beautiful space in the neighborhood. So that's wonderful, but it's not necessarily about the connection between volunteers and non-volunteers, which is what we're looking for. So the answer here is B.